Hi friends, this is Anna with Scrapping, Stamping, and Stuff, and I'm back with day 8 of my 12 days of DIY gift ideas. I've been having a lot of fun creating some 3D projects that you can use as gift ideas, and we have yet another one today, which comes in the form of a card that can be used for another purpose. So we're going to be making a lantern card, which is a really nice card that can be set up and displayed in someone's home with a little battery-operated tea light underneath, and it will glow through the image we're going to put on the front, the butterflies. So this is what we're going to make today. It's a quick and easy project. If you've missed my other DIY gift ideas, you should check them out. I recently made a little desk caddy that can be used for craft adhesives or office supplies. One of my favorites is this beautiful sampler that would make a really nice piece to display in someone's home. And my new favorite, I absolutely love this, is I'm calling it a lip balm booklet. Okay, it's like a little card booklet that has a little lip balm inside. I love this. I may have to display one of these with my Christmas decorations just because I think it's so pretty. So for today's project, we're going to make this lantern card, and I'll tell you what we need. I used the Butterfly Beauty dies for it, the Bloom and Grow stamp set, which has one of my favorite fonts and greetings of any of our sets in it. I love how big these greetings are, and I love how pretty they are. So I used that. And as for our paper supplies, we need a piece of Magenta Madness cardstock that measures 4 1/4 by 11. I folded it in half, and then I cut this front piece out using the second largest Stitched So Sweetly die. Not the largest one, but the second largest one. In addition, we need a frame cut out of gold foil paper, where I laid my gold foil paper on my cut and emboss platform, and then I put both the largest and the second largest Stitched So Sweetly dies on and cut it out. So I ended up with this frame as well as a smaller piece that I can use for another project. I cut that butterfly die out of the Flowers for Every Season designer paper pack. I have a piece of vellum that measures 2 3/4 inches by 3 7/8 inches. And this tag that I stamped with this stamp set, and then a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 inch white cardstock for the inside that I have stamped a greeting up in the corner for. So we're going to assemble this, and it's going to come together pretty quickly. To attach my vellum to this frame, I am going to use glue dots on the corners, and I could use multi-purpose glue if I wanted to, but that can cause the vellum to warp, and I really want to avoid that if possible. So I am going to use glue dots and put one right at each corner, and this should be a good way to keep that vellum in place without causing it any bowing. And if you want, you can put extras along the sides. I may go ahead and put one more along each side. You want to keep these real close to the edge, because if not, they could show behind that little frame we're going to add. And we don't want that to happen. Okay, so I have 6 glue dots on there. Now, we'll lay this vellum on, making sure the entire window is behind that area and we're not going to have any gaps, and press that down. Now, my glue dots do hang out just a touch, but when we put this frame on top, hopefully they're going to be covered up. They should be. So you can attach this with glue dots if you want. I'm questioning my decision. I was going to use glue, but now that I think about it, I don't want that. If it comes in contact with that vellum, it may cause it to bow again. So I changed my mind. I'm allowed to do that, right? We're all allowed to do that. So I'll go ahead and put glue dots on the back of this frame in the same spots I did around the frame on the card base. And now we'll lay this over the top, and to be able to make sure I get this lined up properly, I'm going to open it up. That way I can see the black through, and I can try to get the pattern, the inside pattern of the frame lined up with that same pattern on the card base. Once it looks like it's lined up, I'll go ahead and give it a good press, get that attached in place. Next, we need to attach this beautiful butterfly die cut. And I've debated whether to attach the whole thing or part of it. And I think I am going to attach the entire piece. And we'll use the little trick for putting glue on the back of intricate die cuts for this. And I'll put some multi-purpose glue here on my silicone craft sheet. I have a sponge. I want to brush that around some, get a real thin layer. And I am going to gently dab over the butterflies, trying to hold that in place so it doesn't shift around at all. I don't want to get glue on the front of my butterflies. And once I have gently dabbed over all of that, you can let it dry if you want for a minute. When you put the butterfly on here, you don't want to have much wet glue there, so we can let that dry for a few seconds. Even if this glue dries completely, it will still be sticky, so that is something to keep in mind with this. Now I'm going to put it where I want it and stick it straight down with no wiggling. So give it a good press all over, and our butterflies are attached. Now, if you notice, this hangs over the edge just a touch. If you're going to be mailing this in a regular size envelope, you may need to cut those edges off. I am going to leave them because I can hand deliver this to someone, and I like the wings hanging out. So I'm going to leave it just like that. So I prepared my tag. I have dimensionals on the back. Attach it down here. And then I did prepare this piece for the inside. As you'll notice, I stamped the greeting up in the top corner. I didn't want it to show through the vellum, so that's why I kept it up at the corner. Attach this here. And the last thing I want to do is add a few of our metallic pearls. These come in gold and silver, so I'm going to use a few of the gold ones and just put these all over the place, I think. I think some pearls are really going to add something special to this card, lantern card, which is already so pretty. I think this will make a perfect gift this year for someone I just want something inexpensive for, because it's beautiful. They can display it for some encouragement in their home all the time. I debated whether to use a holiday theme for this, and I decided to go with an all occasion theme because this will be something that they can leave on display all year. So once it's all done, then you can put your tea light inside. And it's going to be hard to tell right now, but when the lights go down, when it gets a little bit darker, this will create a beautiful glow underneath to really show off those butterflies. So thanks for joining in today for day 8 of my DIY gift ideas. I hope you'll join back in for days 9, 10, and 11, and 12, because I have really fun things to share coming up as well. So you can get more ideas and inspiration on my blog at scrappingstampingandstuff.com. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again next time.